Some cities grab your attention straight away, and this city did just that to us. A place where picturesque landscapes sits parallel with modern life and traditional streets. A location that inspired many creatives throughout history and today draws travellers from all over the world. This is Hangzhou. So we just arrived here a few hours ago. We got an overnight train from Beijing and it's about 4 p.m. at the moment. So we don't have a whole day to go and see around the city. But we've decided to start in the Ta area, which is like the main shopping district here in the city. And we've just seen right over here behind me the largest like outdoor LED screen that I've ever seen in my life. It is massive. It runs the whole way alongside this building, and this area is super busy. As I said, it's the main shopping district, so of course it's going to be busy. It looks like it's got all your typical high street retailers, plenty of noise going on as well. And yeah, we're just going to have a wee walk around, see what other kind of quirky wee shops we can find, maybe pick up some grub, and then we're going to make our way over to the ancient street if we don't get run over here by some of these bikes. And we're going to go check it out as well, and then we're going to finish our evening in the more businessy district because there's some very unique buildings over there we want to check out. Oh yeah, you're matching. Very nice. Okay. Bye-bye.
I wasn't shaked here.
There we go, we're making friends already. She's telling us to go underground and stay cool, I think. Honestly, it's so warm. If you've seen our last few videos in Beijing, it's currently like in the 30s at the moment here whenever we're walking around, maybe higher as well. And most people's out with umbrellas, hats and everything, and people really are trying to avoid the sun at all costs.
Holy smokes. I'd love a cinema that size.
To be honest with you, shopping districts normally aren't really places we like to hang around that much. But when you come to some of these major big Chinese cities, you kind of have to go see them because they're all quirky in their own way. A lot of the food you see being sold is really unfamiliar to us, so it's very interesting for us to see. And it's also a great place to go and do a bit of people watching, which is something we love doing when we go to new countries because people just interact with each other so differently. Whenever there's big crowds of people, it's really interesting just to see how people kind of get on, how they maneuver through people and so on. And yeah, even though we don't massively enjoy doing shopping, like we don't go into any shops, we just kind of walk around, as I said. But like, you kind of learn a lot from just like watching, I suppose. Even the way the bikes go around, like people just cycle everywhere here. There seems to be lots of like, I'm not sure if they're just like security officers, if they're police directing people, kind of helping people out, which seems to be good. We can just see a full food street over here behind us as well. I'll tell you what though, so far, I'm really enjoying the city.
So we've just come into a big pedestrianised area with loads of shops all around. This area is known for its big names, its big brands. And now when we've come into this area, down at the very bottom, we can just see out into blue skies and loads of greenery. So it's a really big contrast from like the big city on this side and then nature over there. But that's one thing about this city that I did read, that it is an amazing contrast. If you want to have a city day, you can have it. And if you want to enjoy the nature, it's also right here.
So the area Aislinn's referring to directly in front of us where the blue skies are and you can see loads of lovely greenery coming through is actually the Hangzhou West Lake, which is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and probably the most like popular and famous attraction in the city here. It is a huge big lake that, to be honest with you, I didn't think we were going to go see today. This was actually tomorrow's plan.
I didn't think we were going to get a sneak peek at it, so I'm actually buzzing because we are out later in the day. I was like, no, we'll wait and we'll go to the lake.
We'll do that early tomorrow morning, but no.
It's nice to come and get a wee glimpse at it.
It is, and there's loads of waterways around the city as well, and honestly we can see the water just glistening here in front of us, which is beautiful.
It is. It's such a beautiful place.
I don't know if we've ever been somewhere where there's like a big major shopping district like this right on the waterfront here in front of a lake like that. It's pretty
like
unique.
Leading you to the promenade kind of.
Yeah, totally. And the place is so clean as well. The ground doesn't have a single pick of rubbish on it. It is spotless.
And there are bins everywhere. And now if you've been following our channel, you know we talk about bins every now and again, because sometimes you go to like some big cities and you can't find a bin to put your rubbish in, but there's loads of bins.
I must say that's something that China seems to be absolutely top notch at though.
On top of it.
Any Chinese city that we have been to has got loads of bins and they're all like really sparkling clean, which is just beautiful to go walk around. Look at these wee like golf cart buggies just carrying people through as well. You see, now they're getting like a wee tour.
They have
I'm not
the
gonna
right
lie to you.
idea.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm kind of jealous. I'm out here like sweating away, trying to shade under me hat, and they're just getting cruising around. Wow, look at this. So the lake has loads of boats on it as well.
And loads of different styles of boats as well. There was one
Oh wow,
huge
do you see
boat
this one too?
that's
Yeah,
just passed by, and then like
It looks like a temple of
rowers.
water.
Look at these big like houseboats nearly
They
things.
are wicked. They are the coolest boats I've seen in a long time.
Don't walk into the children.
Oh, it's a woman, just a very small woman.
Oh, whoopsies. We've got really big, clean looking public toilets over here as well. Loads of vending machines, little cafes. We stand selling ice cream, juices. Oh, I'm getting such a holiday vibe. I'm definitely gonna guess this is a big holiday spot for people to come and enjoy in the summertime. It's lovely. Look at this. Imagine yourself sitting here underneath here, having a wee drink, looking out in the lake. No, sorry, look at all of the seagulls. No, they're pigeons. I think they're white pigeons. Just perched up there, chilling out. Owen was feeling a little peckish, so we've decided to come away from the West Lake. And we found this little stand within 2 seconds of leaving. He's having a sus.
I am a sucker for street food, so I've seen these again, some type of a bread or a dough. I've just cracked open the middle, and I believe it's stuffed with scallions and something else. I'm not too sure, but if it's anything like the rest of the Chinese bread and dough that I've had here, it's gonna be pretty good. Like, if the Chinese know how to do something incredible, it's bread. Like, I'm a bread lover, and China probably has some of the best bread and dough I've ever had. I can't believe I said that. I love you, lads.
Oh, look at them all feeding the birds. China really is such a beautiful place. And I am loving getting to discover different places like this, because on our last trip to China, we visited a lot of cities and we really wanted to go and see, obviously this is a city as well, but we didn't get to experience that much nature. And this trip, we are going to try and incorporate that a lot more into the destinations that we're going, into the activities that we're doing. So if you have any places that you have in mind that are beautiful for their nature, for their hiking, anything like that, please let us know, because we would love to hear from you. And this area here that we're on right now is called the Shibuya crossing. Now, I don't know if that is the unofficial or the official name, or just a nickname given to it by the internet, but it is just like the Shibuya crossing that is in Tokyo in Japan, but on a much smaller scale. We went and seen the actual Shibuya crossing, and it was so cool. But it's fun to come and see it, and another version of it as well. This area in general is giving me such Japanese vibes. Like, walking around here, it makes me feel like I am in a big Japanese city. All of the signs, the big TVs, lots of lights and colour everywhere. I really like it, but I just didn't expect it. But in all the best ways. What do you see?
So, this, my friends, is a mixu. We are mixu diehards, and for anybody that doesn't know what a mixu is, it is the best ice cream and tea shop you can get anywhere. They're all over Asia. We literally are obsessed, and we've been getting them everywhere for like a couple of years now. Turns out they're actually originally from China, so that means they are on every single street corner, and people are obsessed with them here. Every time we go near one, there's a crowd exactly like this right outside it, so I think we're going to get a tea.
You patiently waiting?
Always waiting. It's like you have to wait in queue for everything in China. It's like, that's something we learned during our last trip, is like, you don't just get anywhere quickly and you don't get anything straight away. You have to stand, wait, and just be patient.
There's a lot of people after all. Yes.
So normally whenever we go for a mixu, we get like their signature ice cream, because they do the best whippy ice cream in all of Asia. but these are their signature lemon juices, and honestly these things are phenomenal as well. They're only about 40 pence. They're 4 yuan, which is for nothing. Their ice cream's 2 yuan, which is like 20 pence sterling. Like that, my friends, is a bargain.
And when it is so hot here in China, you need to be drinking plenty of water and fluids. And we've just had a full bottle of water, so now it's time to have some lemonade. So I couldn't help myself when I seen these potatoes. These were one of my favourite street food snacks. Anywhere we find them in China, I just had to get them, whether I was hungry or not. But I am a little bit hungry right now. So basically what they are baby boils, fried off, and then they put loads of different spices on them, loads of chilies. They usually put up some scallions and herbs. And oh my goodness, they look so good.
We are a sucker for potatoes. Again, it's an Irish thing. Irish people love potatoes. We love spuds. And like whenever we found potatoes for sale on the side of the road the last time coming to China, I think it was Chongqing,
yeah,
that we seen it the first time. We were blown away. We couldn't believe it.
I never imagined to find like baby boils being served on the side of the road in China. Of all places.
Ireland, you need to take a lesson from this, because like we don't do this as a street food snack. We don't really do street food in Ireland, to be honest, at all.
We need to do. We need to bring this back to Ireland.
That could be our next business, lads. We could be like the potato snack street food people in Ireland. Yeah. Spicy baby boils in the street? Yes, please. That's one happy girl with her spuds.
Life's good. I'm sitting with my spuds in hand, looking out on the West Lake. There is a boat going by, and the sun is slowly dipping away. We're going into the evening time, so it's getting a little cooler. And I really like this city. Like, I really, really like this city. We're here for a few days, and I'm so glad, because I feel like even though there mightn't be that overly much to do in that space of time, it'll be a really nice place to just chill out and enjoy. So, yeah.
There's loads of ladies around here getting pictures in traditional Chinese outfits, and they look stunning. The makeup, the hair is all done to like perfection. All of the dresses and outfits are like really like bright and colourful. There's a girl right in front of us getting one done in like a lovely baby blue kind of outfit, and Ashlyn's way over to see can she get a few pictures of her, because like her outfit and her everything about her is just absolutely stunning. But you see she's actually getting a few snaps here. Alright, I think we've spent enough time walking around this city centre shopping district. We've had a few snacks and it's time to move on. We're going to go down to the metro, and then we're going to head to the Hefang Street, which is known as like the old or the ancient street. And it's meant to be a beautiful wee area that represents kind of the old traditional style of this city with a wee modern twist. So, it's metro time. I feel like the metro brings out the worst in people. It's the one area that I actually really don't enjoy going to anywhere in China based off our last trip. People push and shove down here. It's like every man for themselves. Like, people are lovely out in the streets, and then once it comes to coming into the metro, it's a free-for-all. Like, see, trying to get in and out of the actual subways in the metro as well. It's like you're meant to stand aside and let people come off, and then you go in at the side once they've come off. People just barge straight through here. Like, there's no waiting around for anybody or anything. We're just walking down towards what we think is the Hefang Street area, and the place again is so nice. There's loads of lovely wee like waterways, stream kind of man-made structures the whole way down the sides here. And there's actually, I don't know if you can hear it, but there's speakers down the street playing like really calming, peaceful music. Sounds a bit like the harp or some sort of kind of classical instrument. And it's really calming. Yeah, you can probably hear it here. I'm gonna guess it's not the harp. I'm gonna guess it's some sort of traditional Chinese string instrument. But it sounds really lovely. And coming into this area, we've got, whoa, loads of kids running around. We've loads of wee stalls. We've got a guy over here doing some portraits. People selling fans, different souvenirs and things. And it's a nice like stone cobbly walk area with trees lining both sides. It's cute. It's very cute. It is very cute. It's also coming into the evening time now, so you can probably see the lights are coming on behind us as well. And it's not so hot. And it's not so hot, thankfully. We're not sweating as much now. Okay, on the sweating thing, I need to ask this, right? Something we have seen a lot since coming back to China this time. I was like, what's he gonna say? That I didn't really see the last time, and I think it's due to the heat, is men who are walking around with their t-shirts rolled up and their bellies hanging out. And I mean, crop tops, exactly. But like, man-made crop tops. And like, it's something that seems to be so common that we're seeing everywhere here. I don't know how I feel about it. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't feel great about it.
I think it's so that they don't sweat in their tops.
And that's what I'm getting to, sorry.
What?
The whole point of this is I believe it's due to the heat so that they don't sweat in their t-shirts. As you can see, I'm wearing cream today and it hasn't been a great choice. I've sweated the whole way through it and it's not very nice. Have you seen our last video? I had to change my t-shirt like midway through the day because it was just completely soaked through as well. And I think like the men are rolling up their t-shirts and like hanging their belly out so like they don't sweat through it.
No, they're not.
But
it's because they want to get their belly out.
it's also maybe, yeah, they just want to do a bit of belly dancing and maybe it's the new style in fashion here. I don't know. Let me know down in the comments, what is the story with that? What is the purpose? Why are they doing it? Or is it just something that happens here? Like, I don't know.
Wow, this whole area has just opened up into like a full crossroads. And this section behind me is really big and wide, whereas the part that we were walking on was actually quite narrow. But I love it.
Let's
go this way, yeah. So you can really tell the old coming in with the new, like Owen was talking about earlier. All of the architecture here is a lot more traditional Chinese. The roofs are beautiful and the woodwork that I can see from here is fantastic.
I have no idea what I just walked into, but there was a big crowd going in, there was a big sign saying free admission, and I thought, let's go see what it is. Whew, it's pretty cool, whatever it is. No way, I think it's actually into a shop, it's just the entrance into a big store. That's slippery, that's sneaky there. Put like an epic entrance in, say free admission. People think they're going to an attraction, it was like going through a theme park there, and now all of a sudden I'm just in like a big massive shop. That is a genius business move. I actually can't believe that. So it's like you had to go through a full store and then into another store and then into like a full food section in order to get out there. So basically they're just like luring loads of people in, and everybody, including myself, was falling for it. There was a queue of people going into that place. It was blowing out loads of smoke. There was like a big waterfall attraction, loads of lovely colourful lights changing on the entrance. So it was really, really visually appealing. And yeah, it's working. But what a business idea. Fair play, lads, fair play. So I'm starting to realise there seems to be a lot of areas like this throughout most of China. We experienced it in Shanghai with the Shanghai Old Street. We experienced an area like this in Chongqing as well. We went to a wee water town on the outskirts of Shanghai the last time we were here, and it was very similar atmosphere to this. Very tourist focused. A lot of souvenirs. Everything's more pricey than it is in like the local areas you'll go to. Food is like 3 times more expensive. It is really cool, really nice to come and walk around, but it's not the authentic Chinese kind of atmosphere that I kind of thought it was going to be. I read up online this was the place to come, and yeah, it's more of like a touristy situation, but it's really, really nice. I'm glad that we have come here. I've lost Aisling at the moment, so I'm trying to walk around and actually find her. I don't know where she has disappeared to, so that's my next goal. But I went no side mission by myself, just having a wee explore. There's loads of free samples about it as well, so I have been making use of the free samples. The last time we were here, we absolutely devoured the free samples. Everywhere gives them out, and of course we just had to make use of them, and we ate all around us.
And because food is a little bit more expensive in that area, we decided to go for a little walk outside of it. And I mean, we were walking for less than 5 minutes until we found this restaurant, and we have got an absolute feeding. We got ourselves a plate of pork and scallion dumplings that look unbelievable. And then we've also got a fried noodle with mutton, and it's packed full with vegetables, and then we have wee broth as well. And all of this came to 40 yuan. You probably wouldn't even get a snack for that back there. So you know, it's always worth going for a wee walk. That was so tasty, and my belly is all full up and I'm ready for my bed. However, we have one more location that we want to check out before we call it quits today, and to do that we're going to have to jump on the metro and head across to the other side of the city.
And just like that, we have made it over to the other side of the city. And the reason we wanted to come over here, and the reason we left this to our last activity today, is because the area is packed filled with loads of mega skyscrapers that all completely illuminate the sky come dark. And there's a few we wanted to see in particular, starting with this one that is right behind me. This mega apartment block is home to nearly 30,000 people. 30,000 people are living inside this. It was built for 4,000 people originally, but it's just grew and grew and grew in population over the years. And I was reading loads into it earlier because there's something very unique and specific about this building in particular. It's actually home to a lot of live streamers, content creators, and lots of people that do social media for a job and make an absolute bank doing it. This building, according to what I read, I don't know if I believe it or not, but supposedly generates around 1 billion USD per month in just people streaming and doing all of their different social media creation. I have no idea if that's actually true or if it's a fact. I read a few things that stated this, so I'm just going off what I read online, and if that is true, that is bonkers. But this place is just, I can't believe there's that many people living in it. We went to visit the Monster Building in Hong Kong about a year ago, and I believe it is something like 8,000 people living in it, 8,000 residents. This is just on a whole other level. But there is another very interesting building we want to go see now as well. Well, the search for this next building isn't going too well, to be honest with you. We can't find it at all. And we don't know how. It is massive. It's one of the largest buildings in this city. This is it right here. We'll drop a photo so you can see. It's a very unique structure and shape. And to be honest with you, we thought we were just going to come to this area and just see it because it's so large, but not the case at all. However, we have seen loads of other big mega skyscrapers here, and the place is wicked. It's so beautiful and so futuristic looking at nighttime when everything's all lit up. Super glad we came over here to see it as well. And we're going to be in Hangzhou for a few more days, so make sure you subscribe to the channel if you don't want to miss any more of them videos. Hit the like button on this one if you enjoyed it. But we're going to call it a night now and not walk around any longer. As you've seen from one of them last clips, there's a lot of thunder going on at the minute, a lot of lightning as well, and we do think it's going to start raining quite heavily, so we're going to go inside before that happens. See, just like that. Good luck, lads.